ladies and gentlemen, this is Big Dan Dangerous with another podcast from the Danger Zone. I'm here with Cleatous Keg and Big Mac. What's up, gentlemen?
How we doing, Dan?
How you doing?
You guys bring me a beer?
Hell no.
The fuck? Okay, fine. All right, I gotta talk to you quickly about Cleatous Keg. He's been gone for months. Then out of nowhere, he makes an appearance. You were spreading flyers all over like he was a lost puppy, offering free beer and a reward if you found him. What happened? Did he call you? Did you find him in a gutter somewhere? Was he drunk in a hospital? What's going on?
Well, here's the thing with that was, we got an anonymous phone call one night, and it was from Clayton, trying to claim the reward for himself, like he always does, but he wasn't happy with the way the tag match happened at Maximum Carnage. He was upset with me because I clotheslined him, which I've tried to tell him it was an accident, but he got mad, so he took off. And he got a hold of me. We talked. We're not in the best of spots, but he decided to come back and see what happens. And then he goes and gets suspended.
Like a dumbass.
So, I'm going to talk about the connection for a minute. Well, a powerhouse that you guys are with. It was you, Cornfed Kenny, Clayton Keg. Cornfed went to do his own thing, and he's won 2 singles titles. I gotta double check my references on that, but I believe he held 2 singles titles. Now, you say that you and Clayton are going head to head and shit. What's that mean for you guys?
Well, to clarify, Dan, you're a little wrong. Cornfed has won 1. Remember, he beat that scary guy, Not Terror, for the belt.
Yes.
I don't think he's won anything else besides me and him being tag team champions. But
I stand corrected. I apologize.
It's cool. It's cool. Don't worry. If I slur a little bit, it's because
I don't have my fact checker with me. This is all
cool.
off the cuff, people.
But yeah, we came in as the connection, and we were running strong and everything. And it's just Cornfed decided that after we had lost the tag titles, it was time for him to pursue other things. Well, it just boiled over, and as you know, family, we fought all the time. It boiled over, and we decided to have a one-on-one match, and we see how that ended. And then it was me and Clayton.
It's a very interesting one-on-one match. I want to point that out. The first ever Southern Hospitality match, first ever in CWA. The only one I think we're ever going to see.
Yes, probably, but you never know with a redneck. But then Clayton, we did our thing for a little bit, and it just we started butting heads. Being brothers, we've done it ever since we were kids. So, it was just a matter of time before it exploded in the ring, and it did, and, we'll get past it. We just got to do our own thing right now.
All right, speaking about your own thing, you got to tell me about this man that's been standing next to you for a while now, Big Mac. Came out as a manager for Astronaut Swag. Astronaut Swag disappeared, shocker. And he became a redneck? What happened here?
Well, he's always been a redneck at heart. It just took a little persuasion with a lot of beer and a lot of whiskey. Like but, Clayton was actually the one who said we should talk to Mac. And, it's hard for me to admit he was right. Because since we've been with Mac, since I've been with Mac, because Clayton's been all, whatever, yeah, I've lost, but I've gotten stronger, and you've seen a little more of a vicious streak that I have. Mac's been helping me control that, but
that's right.
As of lately, it's been coming out a little bit more, and Mac is a great manager, and we'll see where we're gonna go with this.
All right. Well, Mac, how do you feel about being part of the Redneck Connection? Or I'm sorry if that's even a thing anymore.
No, it's still a connection. It's just one connect right now.
How do you feel about being with this man?
He's had his ups and downs. He's lost some matches, but like he said, we're getting stronger. We're going to work past this shit, and we're going to keep going from here.
All right. Well, you guys definitely look like a force that's being reckoned with. We saw you on Saturday walk out with this man and wreak some havoc. Are you going to be a full-time person in the ring one day, or?
Well, we're working on that.
We'll see what happens.
Really?
It's a work in progress, but we'll see what happens.
I don't want Mac to totally get in the ring and, something happen. We're working. He's been doing some training, as you saw. He's got a little bit of move.
Looks like a grizzly bear.
Hey, would you want to be locked in that ring with a grizzly bear?
I'm good.
Yeah, that's why. Everybody's going to see that the more and more he wrestles, the more and more he going to hurt somebody. And that's what we're going to do right
Damn
now.
right.
We're out for titles and hurting people.
And beer.
And beer. And
Can't
whiskey.
forget the beer. No, the whiskey.
Wait, we can't forget Mama's home cooking either. Mama had
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
And now I'm hungry. Thanks, guys. Shit.
Well, we had a big old barbecue before we came here, but it's cool. You know, you should have
All right.
called. Said, hey, bring me barbecue. We might have brought you a beer, but we kind of drank all of them on the way here.
Shocking. So, you actually made a statement with Swag. Not too long ago, as a matter of fact. So, are you officially done with Swag? Are you making a statement with him, or what's going on? Because he's actually the internet champion right now. Is your boy eventually going to go after that title? Is that what's going on?
Well, to go off of what you said here, Dan, Swag and me are no more. After the shit he pulled when he brought me on board to be his manager, and I was around what, a week, 2 weeks, and he was gone.
Yeah, you were handling his business when he was. You were going after Franklin Cole with that crutch. You like almost killed him.
The crutch shot, that was a beauty. But no.
As for that internet title,
Cleatous is going to capture that title.
we'll see what comes out of it. I'm not done with Swag by any means.
Not by a motherfucking long shot.
Because now he pinged me to get that title in the last few minutes or last few seconds. And you know what? I'm not happy, but his time's coming.
All right. Well, here on the Danger Zone, we also like to do a thing that's just word association. I'll give you a name or event, something that's happened in CWA or something along those lines. Just tell me the first thing that came into your head. Don't worry about consequences or repercussions from the higher up. This is my show. I run this shit. First thing, we got to talk about the big thing that's happened. Capitalist coming back.
Well, you know, first thing that comes to mind, it's going to be their time.
Most certainly.
Are you sure? They were a powerhouse the past couple times they came together.
Yeah, well, you look at then to now. They got a lot more power. They got a lot more going for them.
They got a lot more experience.
It's true. They got Lethal, Darren Stryker, Wolf Cage. Now Zeke is back. Or, I'm sorry, Ezekiel Cranston. I don't want to get sued. I'm sorry. They got some powerhouses in there.
Yeah, and you cannot forget that, you know, Lethal is smart. He's very smart in that ring. You know, and Tony Taylor.
I've said that many times myself. He's an evil genius out there.
Well, yeah, Tony Taylor, he's a mastermind in the work. And you know what? I'm sure he's got more big plans coming up. And, you know, I personally, I had my run-in with them, and it didn't go so well. But you know what? You know, maybe this time I won't be a target of theirs. They'll have other targets, but we'll see. You know, you never know. Week by week, they could come after me next week. Who knows?
All right. On Saturday, we actually saw the grouping of the Dark Entity in the Capitalist. What are your thoughts about the Dark Entity?
Well, now Dan, you know my position on Dark Entity. Going back to that cage match, which was one hell of a cage match, but you know, I've got no love lost for them. I know, you know, Cornfed definitely doesn't have any love lost for them. But
They shouldn't have won that match.
But I'm telling you right now, the Entity comes across the Rednecks this time.
Man, a few words, huh?
We gonna be ready. We are definitely gonna be ready in case they decide they want to come after us. You know, as far as them joining the Capitalists or helping the Capitalists, you know what? I'll tell you this right now. I heard from a little, you know, drunken birdie that it might have just been a one-night thing. You know, I think they got paid off.
Why it's got to be a drunken birdie?
Well, because everything we have is drunk around our house.
True.
You know, the only person that can really answer for what the Entity did is, you know, you have Greg Knight and you have Nater. Well, Nater, he don't really talk so much.
That motherfucker don't say much.
Matter of fact, I think he might be a little retarded, but we're not going there. As for Greg Knight, you know, he showed his true colors when he turned on his buddy. So, and who knows? Maybe it's about money. Maybe they worked out another deal. Who knows?
All right. Speaking of Greg Knight, you brought him up. At Maximum Carnage, he got unmasked. He was made the commissioner. Before that, he's been pretty much doing an entire road of terror since he, turned his back on Matt Wild. What are your thoughts about him abusing his power these past couple months?
Well, he's made some good matches.
He's
But
made
then-
some bad ones too.
some really bad ones, but it seems like he has his own agenda. You know, it seems like he's moving people into certain spots so that he can better himself. You know, put in matches with certain people. You know, he beat poor Matt Wild down. I'm sorry, that boy did not need to be beat like a redheaded stepchild. Speaking of which, I got to call my cousin, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, you know, we'll see. Hopefully, either they'll fire him or he'll start doing something else. But he hasn't really used his commissionership until last week when he made poor Michael Andrews, take on Dark Entity, and then he imported the Enigma guy. And
I don't like that guy.
he seems kind of off, but
in many ways.
I mean, that man. I hate to say it, he beat poor Franklin Colt for no really reason.
He whooped Franklin Colt's ass.
Yeah. It was funny, though. Him jumping off that top rope and putting Colt through that table. I thought they broke each other, but apparently he just broke Colt.
He just stood up like nothing happened.
All right, so can't really think of any word association things to throw at you guys right now, except for beer.
What you want to know about it? We love
I
it.
can tell you everything.
I mean, just because we have our whiskey distillery, which hopefully if there's no cops listening, we don't have one of those. But, we brew our own beer at home. So every week we can bring our beer, drink, go home and drink. Tomorrow,
Wake up and drink.
Yeah, we'll wake up tomorrow and drink.
So the Keg Brothers have their own distillery company or brewing company?
Well,
because I've always wondered why you guys are always drinking beer. And if you got your own supply and you make your own shit, that explains a lot.
Yeah, technically we do.
Beer ain't cheap.
Legally we don't, but we'll keep that on a down low for now.
Keep that under the sheets.
Oh, it's okay. You're in the Chicagoland area. As long as you don't sell it, you're perfectly legal.
Oh, then we're good. We're good.
Okay.
We have some stuff imported from down in Tennessee and Alabama, which, Dan, if next time we have a talk, we'll bring you some of our homemade shit. Guaranteed.
It'll put hair on your knuckles.
All right, sounds good. All right, so now quick predictions for 2015.
Well, let's see. I could see me and Mac being tag team champions at some point. I could also see myself, as an internet title. But my main goal, and Mac's behind me with this one, I want that CWA heavyweight title.
Everybody wants that title.
Well, I know that I'm
if you ain't in this business to get that title, get out of this business.
Yeah, because, I'm at the bottom of the list, but I'm going to try climbing my way up.
And I'm as unpredictable as you can see.
Who knows? You could see Mac as the heavyweight champion.
I might have that title one day.
He makes the weight qualifications.
He does. He does.
Hey.
But hey,
leave my weight out of this.
All right, gentlemen. Well, we're gonna wrap it down here. Thank you so much for being on the Danger Zone. This is Cleatous Keg and Big Mac. I am Big Dan Dangerous. Thanks once again for traveling into the Danger Zone.
Just remember, tune in, because the Rednecks, we got some big surprises for everybody.